learned some things. I looked up notable events in 1948. Assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. That was a little bit of a downer.
I was in labor a long time with you.
A couple other things, like famous people born same year, Steven Tyler.
Oh!
Others, but it was 5 in the morning. I slept and So I will hand it over to my
Thank you.
brother.
So, Mom.
Yes, dear.
So I was very easy growing up. No anxiety, no attention issues at all. It was always the life of the party. So it was really easy when you got to me, which is completely false. And so one of my teachers, my 5th grade teacher, came to visit me at work over the summer. And she said, "See, look at where you are. Your mom always worried about you." She always said, "I was worried, I'm worried. And look, you came out fine." And I was like, "Yeah, well, yes." And she had reason to. She's like, "Yeah, but she always made that deposit. And when you always make that deposit, it always turns out." And so she always, no matter what, kept making that deposit. I thought Mrs. Stahl, when she said that, was right on, and I've stolen that line. But Mom, no matter what, you always made that deposit, and I'm better than your other sons. And I live with you. Right across the hall.
Your roommates.
We're floor mates.
Yes.
Welcome everyone, as Jason said too. I think at a certain point in life you realize that you are going to become, or you already are, one of your parents. Okay. And it dawned on me a few years ago that I am exactly my mother, so I know how much this means to my mom, because all I ever want is for people just to be together. So I know this means a lot to my mom, even if we were outside in dirt and tents, which she would hate. Just being together and getting to celebrate with everyone I know means a lot to her. And I've been thinking, as we've been planning this party, what I wanted to say here. And I kind of was evaluating what my life was with my friends, and kind of thinking about my journey and thinking about my mother's journey, and realizing that, we are our mother's children, and that's a very special bond. But a woman has relationships far beyond her children. People she works with, people she grew up with, people she's laughed with and cried with. And the wonderful thing about getting to celebrate like this is that you celebrate with the totality of your life. And everyone here represents some part of my mother's life. And while we represent her as a mother, you represent her as a person. And so it's so important to get to be here and celebrate all these facets of her life. And on that note, obviously, we recognize... I know it's... Yes.
You are like your mother.
I know.
Good one, Uncle.
Do you want me to finish?
Yesterday would have been my parents' 45th wedding anniversary. Obviously, we all miss my dad very much. So we recognize he's here in spirit, and I think we all believe that the more we talk about him and remember the wonderful parts about him, the more he continues to live with us. I just have to say, I wasn't going to say this, but I was talking to my mother last week, and we were talking about my dad, and I said, Mom, Buddhists believe that when you are fully enlightened, you move on to the next level. And some people it takes longer than others, but it's hard to believe that my father was far enlightened beyond any of us. But perhaps maybe he had some tricks up his sleeve, and maybe he was. And anyway, we think of him today, and we miss him very much. And obviously, he was a large part of my mother's life, and certainly he's here in spirit.
Pull my finger is very enlightening.
I know, I did think if he would be here today, he would say, pull my finger. So we're glad we get to celebrate with the people that are here today, so thank you so much. And Aunt Gloria's going to make a toast.
Oh, nice. So,
So, my brother Joseph and I and our sister Candy would like to salute our beautiful and brave Sister Patricia. And brave is very important because there are many brave women in this room this morning, and one of them is our sister. So, to our beautiful and brave Sister Patricia.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's it. That's the whole party, everyone. Leave a gift. Leave a gift on the table. Get out. Get out.
There's drinks and everything in there. There's the wine glasses should be at the table, but there's wine in there too. Enjoy.
You can look at the museum's exhibits, just don't take any food or drink out through those doors or you will be immediately vaporized.
And please help yourself to food. The food is now.